Hi, I'm going to do just a short video about a gift that I got. And my friend Ben recently got back from Europe. He went there because he's in a rock band, and they were playing a festival in Germany. And he asked me if I would want anything while he was over there, and I said maybe a book if he saw something that would interest me. So he got me a book, and I'll show you. It's an Italian translation of Anna Karenina. And he said that they visited Florence, and as soon as they got there, it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and on the street there was a man setting up a table with used books, and Ben went over to look at the table, and nearly everything on the table was unrecognizable. But he saw this, and he was like, well, at least I know who Tolstoy is, and he knew that I would like him, so he picked up the book. And it wasn't until he got back to his hotel that he realized that 200 pages are missing out of the book. Which is it's just a good story to go along with it. And the funny thing is, while he was telling me this, he was holding it, and I was kind of thinking to myself, like, maybe the Italians have a very concise way of translating Anna Karenina. But it's really neat. It's a translated, it's cool to see. I guess just the Italian language. I wish I could read it, but I can't. Maybe one day. And it's a Rizzoli Classici. And while he was in Florence, I'll show this too, just because it's so cool. He got me a reproduction, little miniature statue of David, which I love. I'm going to put it on my bookshelf. So kind of going along the theme of books as gifts, when I have friends that are going out of the country, if they ever ask, I always say just pick up an interesting book. So my friend Maury, she's Iranian or Iranian, I always get it mixed up, but she was going to Iran to visit her family, and she came back with this. I'll show the back. And it's The Catcher in the Rye translated into Farsi. I'll hold this up just so. And I also don't read Farsi. And it's got the typical trappings. It starts at the opposite side of the book, so it opens like this. And a funny story with this book is we met at a coffee shop, and she gave it to me. She speaks Farsi fluently. And while she was sitting there, she started reading The Catcher in the Rye in Farsi, and she was like, this is actually really interesting. And she took it back for like a month so she could read it. And then she gave it back to me. But there's another book that I love. And I have another one, my friend Monica. She's a DJ, and she plays all over the States, and recently she's been going all over the world. And I think it was last year, she also went to Germany, and she got this for me. Let's see. And it's a German translation of a book by Oscar Wilde. I guess Kathy, if you're watching, you would know. I think it's a collection of fairy tales. I could look it up myself, but and it's got a beautiful cover. It's a hardback, and it's in German, which is just really neat. And this is a book that I have kind of on display. I have a little stand that I put it on because it's so beautiful, and I love it. And then the last one is just a gift, but it's kind of part of um, my most valuable collection of books. And this was a birthday present that my friend Ben got me years ago. And Maupassant has always been one of my favorite uh, all-time authors. And he got me this, which kind of looks unimpressive, maybe. It's like that. And it's a very old book, but this is just part of the collection. It's like a 15 or 16 volume set, and I have the whole. He got me the whole collection. He individually wrapped them all and then put them in a big box, wrapped it again. So it was fantastic time unwrapping all of these, and it's really beautiful. Um, It's got like these color plates in here. The collection was printed in 1903. Jason, I guess if you're watching, maybe you could give me any advice about. I don't even know if it's worth anything or interesting things that I could look at. But it's fantastic. I tend to think that they're in pretty good condition. It's got illustrations in here. I don't know if I can show that. But yeah, I have these all on my top shelf in a big row, and I kind of think that it's my most valuable set of books. Or at least I value them the most. And that's kind of it. I just thought I would share a couple books that have been presents to me. Hopefully it was interesting. Leave any comments if you would like. And maybe you could share stories of books that have been given to you. And thank you for watching. Bye.